So our focus very much this morning is on the easing of the lockdown restrictions in England. It is, of course, different across the rest of the UK. But today in England, we're talking about pubs, bars, restaurants allowed to reopen their doors from 6 a.m. this morning, but, of course, with restrictions.
Absolutely. John Maguire's in Bristol on a lovely pub overlooking the river. Not drinking yet, but... John, you are seeing how the preparations are being put in place for those who are going to indulge a little later on today.
Yeah, you're right, Naga. We're not just overlooking the river, we're on the river. This is the grain barge, a floating barge. Look at the paddle boarders. They've just come out this morning. Should we give them a wave? Oh, they're waving back. Civilised bunch. Nice to see them enjoying some early morning exercise this morning. If they wanted to later on, they could come and actually pull up alongside because there are moorings here on the side of the barge. They would be able to have a refreshing drink. SS Great Britain at the back there. The SS Great Britain itself is a museum, a fantastic museum if you ever get the chance to visit, but it remains closed. It could open, but they've taken the decision to remain closed. So that just goes to show you what we've been talking about, not just this morning, but over the last couple of weeks, that not everybody will automatically feel it's right for their business, venue or attraction to open and try to get back to some sense of normality. Table service, as you can see, the deck up here, open air, spacing between all of the furniture, table numbers so the waiter or waitress will be able to come up and serve you your drinks, no standing at the bar, and a little instruction, list of instructions, guidelines, do's and don'ts there on the back of the table as well. So things will be different. Will we be able to recapture the magic of the British pub atmosphere? We'll have to see. And indeed we'll have to see whether people can be tempted to come out, to spend money again, to re-inject some much-needed cash into the British hospitality industry.
If you're going to go out, then do it responsibly, think ahead, think about where you're going, make sure that the place that you're going to can accommodate you safely. We do recognise that it's important for local businesses as well to get back to a new sense of normal, but what we want to do is just to make sure people do that in a safe way, because what we just need to understand is that we are still very much in this pandemic. We need to make sure that we do all we can to ensure that we tackle this virus.
Once, these boards blocked the windows here at the Mother's Ruin pub, part of the soundproofing as this is a music venue. But now they're being repurposed as screens between tables, and the music must be kept low so that customers don't raise their voices and potentially spread coronavirus.
We used to have loud music in here, we won't be able to have that. However, I am confident that people are very social creatures and they will be able to adapt to it in the short term. However, the music will be very low. Hopefully it'll be a nice hubbub of talking and people enjoying themselves, and that will create an atmosphere rather than us creating an atmosphere that people want to be in, if that makes sense. It does make perfect.
Replacing flyers for bands are a track and trace form, details of an app to order drinks, and a list of do's and don'ts. So, not a typical Saturday night. And in terms of the amount of customers allowed in, pubs and bars will only be able to serve a fraction of their normal number. Many will struggle to break even. But for this first night in months, their doors will be open. They won't be calling time just yet.
Back on board the grain barge then, on the River Avon. There's just been so much to think about for staff over the last several months, hasn't it been really, since lockdown was first imposed. A publican I spoke to the other day said to me that he found it more mentally challenging to try to work out all of the restrictions, all of the new rules, than even opening a new venue in the first place. Let's find out how they're doing here. We say good morning to Caitlin and to Maya. Morning to you both. We are, what, 3 hours away from opening now?
Yeah.
Do you know already you're going to be busy today?
Yes, we do know. Our bookings are pretty full to the max, to be honest with you, so we're hoping for a really nice, busy day.
And just tell us, it'll be different to the way you normally run it, so bookings only, seating, table service only, what's the system?
So for today, we're operating just on bookings only, mainly because all the bookings are gone, which is fantastic for us. We're kind of being overly cautious today with bookings, so we've got everyone's information and we know exactly what to expect, but we're hoping today, all being well, we can have some walk-up tables and we can sort of return to the normal booking procedure we have here.
That is what the waiting staff will be wearing, is it?
Yeah,
bit of extra PPE?
Because we are in a hospitality industry, we are face-to-face with customers, and I think We've gone for visors just so people can still see our faces and we can still give good customer service. And then we've got reusable face masks for anyone that's not customer facing as well.
And what about numbers today?
In here we've halved our table numbers, and then upstairs we've now got 9 tables as opposed to 11 that was there before, so much smaller.
Yeah. Okay, and Maya, morning Maya. It's been, I should think, a long time coming today, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you nervous at all about reopening today?
A little bit, I guess, but it's mostly just about making sure we follow all the procedures properly, keep the customers safe. It's just going to be nice to see everyone, us, but we've missed them.
I'm sure they have. All right, both, thank you very much indeed. As I say, midday, this bar opens, or the one appropriate to open. Tiny pubs are some of the best pubs, aren't they? There just won't be enough room. You do, of course, well, that's from midnight last night, you're able to get your hair sorted out. I could desperately need a haircut, I can tell you. Jane is up in Stockport, where I think they've been busy already, Jane, haven't they?